In this video, we are going to dive into how to make the most out of this summer and how to level up mentally, physically, energetically, and we're even going to talk about how to level up your lifestyle. So if you're ready, let's get into it. First things first is that I don't want this to be just another video you watch and forget about. For this reason, I've made a free summer glow up guide that you can use not only as your reminder, but also as a checklist for the summer. Just check the description down below or check the comment section to grab the link for the guide. And also look towards the end of the video because I have a powerful and challenging prompt for you this summer. Let's see if you have what it takes and if you're up for it. Okay, so we're going to break down the video in categories or sections. These sections are: number 1, mental glow up; number 2, physical glow up; number 3, energetic glow up; and number 4, glowing up your lifestyle. Because this video is about glowing up both internally and externally this summer, we are going to start with none other your mental glow up. The mind controls everything. It's what runs the show. It tells you how to feel, what to think, whether positive or negative. For this reason, we're going to make sure we keep her in check and that she's working with us, not against us. We're not tolerating any negative or limiting self-talk this summer. Remember that we are glowing up this season and nothing less. So here are 5 tips on how you're going to maintain a healthy and balanced mental state this summer. Tip number 1 is that you're going to have daily affirmations or do daily visualizations around self-compassion. This is a powerful and great way to remind yourself to be gentle, to be kind to yourself, and to not allow the negative talk to take control. This is you reminding yourself of how powerful you are, of how deserving you are, of how worthy you are, of how far you've come. This is you reminding yourself that you love yourself. This is you looking at yourself in the mirror and affirming yourself, reminding yourself that it's okay to mess up, reminding yourself that it's okay to let go, and even as simple as reminding yourself that you are growing, that you are learning, that you are on your way to the best version of yourself. I specifically like to do affirmations when I'm feeling down, when I start to doubt myself or someone makes me feel bad. I like to remind myself that I am worthy just as I am, that I'm a good friend, that I'm a good daughter, that I'm a good mom, despite my bad days. But what I really like to do is visualize myself as this empowered version of myself. If affirmations don't really do it to you, then try doing visualizations. And this is simply you closing your eyes and visualizing yourself being that glowed up, perfect, ideal version of yourself. And focus on the feeling. How do you feel as this embodied version of yourself? Do you feel confident, self-assured, unstoppable? Do you feel obsessed with yourself? And keep that momentum, keep that emotion throughout your day. This is going to keep your thoughts and your mind on the positive, on inspiring thoughts rather than bad ones. Tip number 2 to having a mental glow up is to read a self-help book, or for you to invest and work with a self-development ebook or some sort of course. This is you joining a program that really speaks to you. For example, I created the Feminine Within workbook that really helps you understand, embody, heal, awaken your feminine energy. And with you focusing your energy on something that will help you level up mentally, that will help you feel more confident from the inside out, your mentality will expand as well. By now, you should know that self-help books and self-development is about doing inner work. It is about accepting who you are and being open to expanding and learning how to expand. And all of that work has to do with shifting your mindset. So what better way to create a strong mind than by reading and educating yourself? And by the way, if you want to check out the Feminine Within workbook, I will link that down below for you to check out. Tip number 3 in maintaining a positive and balanced mentality and to glow up your mentality is to have a dopamine detox. And you know what this is, you know what I'm talking about. This is you spending less time scrolling. This summer, we are going to be creating more memories. We are going to be focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves. This is you focusing on projects. This is you birthing and bringing to life ideas that you've had dormant. You know, that little gut feeling and that intuition calling that you've been having to start something, to create something. This summer, we're going to make those dreams, those ideas come to life. So spend less time scrolling on your phone on social media. And if you are, because I'm not saying that you should never spend time on social media, then make sure that you are following content and people that are adding to your energy and not taking away from it. Follow people that inspire you, that motivate you, that teach you, not just gossip and drama and sad story or things that are going on that just lower your vibration. That's really important. And you can never go wrong with just taking a break from social media, even if it's just for a few days. Believe me, you will not be missing out. Tip number 4 is to create a summer playlist, and this can be really fun and really exciting to do. If you don't already have one, this is you simply creating a playlist wherever it is that you listen music to, whether it is iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever, with music that feels good, with high vibe music, with music that is inspiring, that is motivating, that gets you going. Music is extremely powerful, and it is because each song and music in general carries a certain frequency, a frequency that then raises your frequency. This is a type of music that really gets me in that space, in my most empowered self, in my most best self. It just does something. It ignites something. And that's the type of music that you want, not the type of music that is degrading, not the type of music that only talks about materialistic things, like hooking up and having all the expensive stuff and having money and smoking and drinking. Because, okay, whatever, that can be cool sometimes. But you need to be aware that what you listen to 100% has an effect on how you feel and what you think. Same thing with what you watch. And tip number 5 to maintaining a balanced mental state this summer is to journal your thoughts and your feelings, either at the end of the day or early the next morning. We just carry too much throughout the day. Think about how many emotions you go through. It's a roller coaster of highs and lows. And even the people that we interact with, the conversations that we have, the things that we watch, that we take on either consciously or subconsciously. And this is why you also find yourself wondering, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel so overwhelmed? Why do I feel so emotional? Hello, you're not only dealing with your own emotions and your own challenges, but you're also taking on the emotions, thoughts, and feelings of other people, especially if you're an empath. Journaling is a powerful way of releasing, of thumping out your thoughts onto paper and letting it go. And if you believe in energetic cleanses, then absolutely always have an energetic cleanse, even if it's just a shower or a meditation. I personally have made it a personal rule that at the end of a heavy day, and even a day that wasn't so heavy, I journal and talk about how I felt, what I learned, and any reflections that I have about that day. I do not, under any circumstances, go to sleep carrying that heavy energy. Believe me, you will thank me later for this one. Número 2 is going to be your physical glow up, because this too matters. When you look good, you feel good. And this is also a natural and easy way of feeling more confident, more radiant, and new. Here are 4 tips to physically glow up this summer. Tip number 1 is going to be to give yourself a new look this summer, or to make sure to upkeep with your current one. The purpose of this is to try new things and to make sure that you feel good on the outside as well. We're not gonna go for the usual this summer. Give yourself a new hair color or a new haircut. Pick a color you've never tried before on your nails. Something out of your comfort zone, maybe. Be open to trying new styles, different styles of clothing. Maybe there's a style that suits you better, but you haven't discovered it yet. The only time I used to wear dresses and skirts before was when I was a child. And now, when I decided to open up to new things, to new styles, all I find myself doing is wanting to wear dresses and wanting to wear skirts. Specifically because it really puts me in my feminine energy. So don't be afraid to try new things. Another thing that you can try is to create a new makeup routine. Maybe you don't typically wear white eyeliner, and today you decide to give it a try and try a different color eyeliner. It really could be just simple things. Tip number 2 is going to be skincare. Duh, you have to have a skin routine that works for you. This is you exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week. This is you doing weekly face masks. And this is you using products that really work with your skin type. If you have oily skin, then use products that specifically work with oily skin. If you have dry to normal skin, then you're gonna use products that work with that. And learn what your skin type needs, what type of hydration, what type of products. And also remember to allow your face to breathe once in a while. You don't always have to go with a full face of makeup. Light makeup or no makeup at all is okay too. Embrace more of your natural beauty, and when you feel like it, cake your face up if you want to. I just don't want you to depend on that to feel beautiful. Tip number number 3 is going to be juicing, and this is a way to glow from the inside out. There are 2 ways of taking care of your skin. That's externally, like I just mentioned in tip number 1, with products and skin routine. And the second way is by juicing. If I were you, I would go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT for juicing recipes that will help your skin glow and be healthier. I personally have one juicing recipe that is my go-to, but I'm sure there's more. Again, just ask ChatGPT. And mine is the beets, carrots, and red apple juice. It never fails. I know turmeric and ginger are also really great, and it's great for your gut as well. And if you can't commit to juicing or you don't like it, then just make sure to stay hydrated. And I mean truly and really hydrated. Drink more water, woman. Tip number 4 to glow up physically is obviously to incorporate more physical movement. If you're not already an active girly, then I encourage you to become one. Challenge yourself and join a yoga class, a dance class, a Pilates class, or even just a gym. And if for whatever reason none of that is possible for you, then you can certainly go for daily runs without any excuses. You have to get energy flowing through your body daily, especially if you're someone who sits for really long periods of time throughout your day. You need to have some sort of physical activity in your routine. Period. Believe me, your body will thank you in the long term. I personally don't always have the time to work out, which I don't really like doing. I don't have a yoga class or a membership that I go to, a Pilates class or anything like that, but I incorporate physical movement at home here in my living room. I have a yoga mat, I turn on my TV, and I put on a 15-minute yoga video that I follow along, or I simply put on music that I really enjoy and I dance to it. The point is just to move your body. Okay. Section number 3. This is your energetic, or aka aura glow up. This is about what makes you feel good and gives you high aura points. This is about focusing and improving your inner energy or state of being to feel more positive, to feel more radiant and inspired. It's having or being good vibes all throughout. So let's go over the 4 tips to glow up energetically. Tip number 1 is going to be to spend more time in nature. Truly and literally. Go for a walk at the park and stare at the trees. Heck, even make a nature bracelet. I actually did this the other day and it was so much fun. It also kept me present because I had to be observant. I had to look out for the flowers that I wanted to add to my bracelet. And it was honestly just a simple but fun way to connect with nature. Make sure to ground yourself, to be present, and to be okay with doing nothing. This is about being okay with being in stillness. Because the thing is that your energetic field, your aura, comes from your internal way of feeling and of being. And if your internal way of feeling and being is chaotic, it's doubtful, it's worried, it's anxious, you're not going to have a strong aura. This is why practices like grounding, slowing down, connecting with nature, and the other tips I'm going to share with you are so important. Tip number 2, and honestly, it's been like my favorite thing so far, going to be to pick a fantasy or romance book for the summer. Not anything dark, mysterious, or negative, but something that is fairy tale like. And why fairy tale? Because this is going to put you in the state of love, in the state of flow. It'll give you a sense of belief of what's possible. It'll give you motivation, and it can even put you in your feminine energy, in that soft, girly, lovey-dovey era in space. And although society will tell you that you can't be too naive or in dreamland, I believe the opposite. I believe that you should be in la la land for things to happen for you. It's when you believe in something that it actually happens. And you can easily find recommendations of good books to read on TikTok, Instagram, and really anywhere on social media. I personally have a book that I have to recommend to you, and no, it's not sponsored or anything like that. It's a book that I read that I absolutely love, and I love this book so much so that for real, I literally missed a flight because of this book. I was sitting reading the book, and before I looked up, everybody had already boarded the plane. It was crazy, but it's that good. And guess what? The title goes so perfectly with this video. Like, I can't recommend a better book. And it's called Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It is definitely worth the read. It is a slow burn type of dating romance, but one that really feels relatable. I loved how I was able to see myself in the characters. It just felt really realistically, like it could happen to you. And honestly, girlies, come on. We can all learn about slow burn relationships and dating. Tip number 3 to glow up energetically is to embody more of your feminine energy. Invite in more pleasure and more play into your life. And what better way than literally activating, embodying your feminine energy? This is you slowing down more and living more softly. Don't just rush through the things that you do, not the breakfast that you're eating, not the walk from the parking lot into the grocery store. Instead, move more gracefully with everything that you do. This is you creating a sacred space for yourself by lighting up some candles, dimming down the lights, putting on some lo-fi meditational music, and just allowing yourself to relax truly with no distractions or anything that could disturb your peace, even if just for a moment. Being your feminine energy is also about allowing yourself to receive with ease. Don't turn down nice gestures from people as if you're not worthy of them. Don't justify compliments when someone tries to compliment you. If someone tells you that they love the way in which your voice sounds, don't respond with, "Really? I think I have a squeaky voice." Simply respond with, "Thank you. That's so kind of you," and keep it going. I mean, just think about how often we do that, where someone gives us a compliment and we end up saying, "Oh, this is not a big deal. I just rushed and put this on." We need to change that. And one of my favorite things about feminine energy, and something that would truly change your energetic field and the way that you feel, is to embody more and play with or bring out more of your inner child. This is you allowing your inner child to play more in your adult body. Be goofy, weird, and playful despite feeling silly doing it. I feel like we're too serious and always just trying to get things done and taking care of our responsibilities, where we don't invite in enough play, enough fun moments. And it could be something really simple like dancing around when you're showering or singing as you're folding laundry. I'll tell you more about inviting in play and pleasure in section number 4, but everything I just talked about is exactly what I deeply dive into in the Feminine Within workbook that I created. Because not only do I give you actual steps and practices to embody more of your feminine energy, but I really break it down to where you understand it with no confusion. I break down how to awaken and embody your feminine energy step by step. If you want to check that out, again, it's down in the description below. Tip number 4 to glow up energetically this summer is to stand on your boundaries this summer. And this might sound not as important, but believe me, it really freaking is. I want you to be assertive and selfish with yourself this summer. There are a lot of opportunities that are going to come your way during the summertime. Think about it. You're going to be meeting new people, going on new adventures, having new experiences, and even dating, going on dates, trying new things, and all of the things, right? But as life brings in this new season for you, remember that you're not obligated to do anything that you don't want to do. We are not going to be a people pleaser this summer. You're not going to go out if you feel like you need rest and if you don't feel like going out. You're not going to settle for the bare minimum just because you really like that person. You're not going to be tolerating half-assed friendships that are not genuine. You're not going to be drinking all the time just because your friends are doing it, and if it's not what you think is aligned with you. And most importantly, you are going to respect yourself enough to say no and reinforce your boundaries when people try to break them. It's not just about setting boundaries, it's also about withholding them, reinforcing them. Because when you respect and love yourself enough, you honor your boundaries. And this is one of the most powerful ways to bump up your aura points. It's by prioritizing you. Section numero 4. This is your lifestyle glow up. Okay, so I've given you a lot of tips that apply to both your internal and external state of being. So now let's talk about how to live up and make the most out of this summer. Let's talk about how we're going to make this not just a memorable summer, but also the summer where you truly glow up, where you truly make an internal shift that will last and that will benefit you. Tip number 1 to glow up your lifestyle is by having a daily routine that is aligned with you and your goals. What is your current routine like? Where do you spend the majority of your time, and what do you spend doing with the majority of your time? Is it that you're constantly overthinking and allowing fear, doubt, uncertainty dictate your actions? Is it that you scroll for 2 to 3 hours a day? Go and look at your screen time right now and see where's the majority of your time going into. Or is it that you're having habits that lower your vibration and that keep you stagnant in life, that are not adding or moving you towards your goals? And if this is the case, it's okay. We're here to revise that. We're here to do better. We are going to be creating a new routine that is aligned with your dream ideal self. Think about what the version of you that is successful, that is wealthy, that is in the ideal relationship, that has all of the things that you want, what do they do on a daily basis? How do they spend their time? And what do they think like? Maybe that version of you wakes up earlier so that they can have more time in the morning. Maybe that version of you takes courses to strengthen their skills. If you want to become a content creator, if you want to have your own business and you don't know exactly where to start or what you need to do that, then educate yourself, learn, invest the time and the energy into yourself and your desires. Instead of you scrolling on social media for 2 to 3 hours, you can invest 2 to 3 hours to learning something new, something that's going to help you in the long run. Think about ways in which you can replace your bad habits on a daily basis with small steps that are going to move you in the direction of your goals. I actually have a Notion template that easily helps you to stay consistent and track your habits, because I myself too used to really struggle with staying consistent, with having a clear direction of what I need to do, of how to stay on top of it. What I like most about this Notion template is that you get to see the percentage of how you did each week. Let's say that for the next 4 weeks, you have a goal of waking up earlier, of studying and completing the course that you purchased. Let's say that you also want to create a new habit where you go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. And so you put this down on your Notion template, and by the end of the week, you'll see how much you achieved of that, because you'll check off every day that you do it, and it'll add it up to a percentage. So let's say on week 1, maybe you did 80%. You went to the gym 3 times. But let's say that for the course that you wanted to complete, you didn't study at all this week. And so for that reason, you got an 80%. And let's say that the following week, you got a 50%. And the week after that, you got 100%. This is actually a fun way and motivational way to stay on track and to know where you're at, where you need to put more focus on, and where you're headed in the right direction. If you want to check out the Notion template, I'll put it down in the description and comment section down below. Tip number 2 to change your lifestyle is to get out of your comfort zone, girl. Promise and challenge yourself to try at least 3 to 4 completely new things this summer. These things have to be, number 1, something you've always wanted to do but haven't done, and number 2, something you're afraid to do. This could be traveling to a new country, even if just for the weekend. This could be taking yourself on a solo date. Go and sit at that restaurant and allow yourself to be seen. Who the cares? Go and do that activity, that thing that you've been wanting to try out, and stop waiting for your friends, for someone to go and do it with you. This could even just be you having a bold conversation with someone. Maybe it's something that you've been wanting to say, but you've been afraid to say to someone. Or even just telling the person that you like them. It can be ending a relationship or opening up to a new relationship. It could literally be just having a conversation with the person behind you as you wait in line. Also, you can practice getting out of your comfort zone. This doesn't necessarily have to be something that costs money. Just think about something that you wish you had the courage to do and do it. Tip number 3 to change your lifestyle is to change your environment, because your environment plays a huge part in the lifestyle that you live. Who you surround yourself with plays a major part in how you feel, what you think, and what you do. Does your current environment actually support you? Or some of the people that are around you only still around you because you've known them for a long time, because you love them? Do you maybe need to set stronger boundaries with some of these people, whether they are close friends or family members? Do you maybe even need to cut some of them off? And you'll know this by identifying who drains you of your energy and who uplifts you instead. Are some of these people constantly giving you negative talk, or always involved in drama, or they constantly criticizing and judging other people and talking about other people's lives? Are they toxic or manipulative? This summer is about putting yourself first, and this also means growing with those that are willing to grow with you and leaving behind those that won't. And with you altering your environment, the people you hang around with, this is also going to be a time where you challenge yourself to create new friends, new sisterhoods. Because again, we're here to glow up this summer. So let's work on your social confidence. Initiate conversations with strangers or on social media. Introduce yourself. What's really there to lose? It is so important that you have a healthy environment around you. People who understand you, who support you, who encourage you, who believe in you, in your goals, in your visions, even if they don't understand it, but that at least trust in you enough. Okay, now for the moment we've all been waiting for, your summer prompt. Let's see if instead of you just letting this video be something that comes in and out your ear, you actually reflect on it and do some of the things that I suggested. So my questions are, what would the highest version of yourself do this summer? How can you embrace more of yourself just as you are right now? And how can you evolve this season of your life? What are some things that you can commit to that I mentioned in this video, or even commit to some things that I didn't mention? And how will you do so? What's your next step? You don't have to have it all figured out, but what is something that will get you closer to your ideal self? Take advantage of this vibrant energy that the sun offers. This energy is all about self-confidence, your identity, joy, and having purpose. All right, my love, you have made it until the end. Thank you. And if you want to dive deeper into how to reinvent yourself and rebrand your identity, then watch this video next, because that is exactly what I guide you through in this video. Until the next time, mwah, see ya!